Greetings, it's Eric Backer. The lawyer. Actually, I'm a naturopath. My doctor won't believe my gut problem started after a round of antibiotics. What do I do? What do I do? I mean, what do you do with a doctor like that? What do you do with a dinosaur like that? Yeah, there are some doctors that still believe antibiotics are actually very beneficial and very helpful. All the years I worked, 30 plus years, all I've seen is carnage from antibiotics. It's all I've ever seen. Many, many times on this channel I said the same thing, that in the future, well in the future, antibiotics will be seen as one of the worst drugs ever created by humans, one of the most devastating drugs ever created, one of the most disgusting drugs, one of the most ridiculous drugs, and it is, in my opinion, still one of the stupidest drugs ever designed. I shouldn't say stupidest ever designed, I should say stupidest ever used in its current application, okay? Because antibiotics are used far too widespread still, far too much. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against medicine, I'm not against antibiotics, but what I'm against is the constant overprescription of these drugs. Right? They have their place, they sure, absolutely, every drug has its place. But in my opinion, for every 1 million prescriptions of antibiotics going out now, there's probably only 6 that needed to be written out, okay? People do need drugs like this, but very rarely. They don't need them at the drop of a hat. Remember, in the 1950s, you could buy antibiotics at gas stations, you could buy them anywhere, and people carried them in their purse. So, here, quick, antibiotic. So every time there was a sniffle or cough, antibiotic would come out. So when they first were designed and created, doctors thought that they would actually save the whole world. They would cure everybody of all diseases. In fact, what they've done is create more disease than we've ever wanted to have, right? Half of my time has been spent fixing people up from this stuff. You don't need doctors like that in your life who don't believe that your gut was messed up after antibiotics. You need to fire this guy, okay? Get rid of him. So, or her, or whoever it is. So, restoration of the gut after antibiotics is critical. Every medical doctor should understand that antibiotics are indiscriminate. They kill widely. They kill many bacteria that we need to have. They wipe out whole classes of bacteria. I've read so many hundreds of studies on the devastating effect of antibiotics. And then you get some pale-faced guy like this who says that he doesn't believe the gut problems were started by antibiotics. I remember, I think I was telling you guys that when I went with my wife to the doctor to discuss vaccinations and antibiotics for my child, this would have been, what, 20-something years ago, and I gave him my business card, my naturopathic card, which was promptly thrown in the trash can right in front of me. So, and that was it. I was out of there. I thought, no, I can't work with people like this. No respect at all. No interest in talking about different types of beliefs when it comes to healing or medicine. So you don't need dogmatic people in your life. There's enough of those in politics and on YouTube as it is, but you don't need them in the medical profession. So when you get monsters like this, you just walk away from them, okay? What you need to do then, if you've had a messed up gut after antibiotic, is go to someone who can do a stool assessment to see what got messed up and to put right what was wrong, right? So in most all cases, the gut can be fixed after antibiotics, but in some cases it can take 12 months or more, even after one round of amoxicillin. I've seen some people suffering for 12 to 18 months, just after 7 or 10 pills of antibiotics. So I only recommend antibiotics now for life-threatening conditions, and most conditions are not life-threatening. Most conditions can be ameliorated at home without antibiotics, all right? There are powerful natural medicines out there that are basically suppressed. Am I a conspiracist? No. I'm a realist. I've worked in this field now for 30-something years. As I said, half my time is spent repairing guts destroyed by antibiotics, right? So you don't need doctors like this in your life. You're probably better off going to the greengrocer for medical advice, to be honest. Thanks for tuning in.